So yeah, that one I think works out okay. But the special ammo, there's tons of special ammo boxes everywhere.
Oh, I mean, I use
And
my
sometimes
primary weapon
I'll
and
walk up to the special ammo box and there'll be 3 special ammo lying near it. I was like, okay.
could because somebody just died there.
Maybe.
Someone just died tragically.
I was actually thinking about that for the like the PVE stuff, like my gear. As far as like I only have one set, but I was thinking after looking at all the passive abilities and whatever, you can just like or theoretically, because I haven't tested it out myself, but since I'm trying to like maximize my efficiency, not put too much resources into like so many pieces of armor, but like you could like theoretically have all your gear to where it's like, well, I have this chest piece and arm piece that are good with scout rifles or whatever gun, and then this gun has a passive that is a fast reload. So it's like you have basically abilities that stack on the weapons that you use, and you just save those when you use them. And like maybe like a certain weapon type is like good against a certain enemy, like the scout rifles I prefer against the cabals because they have the stupid shields, and you can like shoot their little hands, and they'll be like, oh, don't shoot me, and then you shoot them in the face. It's like, haha, suck it. And then they're just I just prefer scout rifles because it's like medium to long, and like that's my sweet spot. And then if you want to get to
Oh
like
my!
and then like maybe for my Titan, I'll give him like the gear that has like good shotgun ammo and shotgun reloading on top of a shotgun that has passive shotgun skills, and then have my bubble shield and be like, all right, you want to get me, you're gonna have to come inside. And then like, yeah, let's do this. And like maybe has like some melee passes, but yeah, you can like when it like as I play this game more and more, just like, and I cannot stop thinking about it and just keep thinking about like the possibilities and the character builds, and just my brain is just every day I'm at work, like all I'm thinking about is Destiny. It's like, dude, I can't wait to get home and like play this, and just this game is just destroying my life and whatever.
There's a lot of builds.
There's so much you could do, like so much potential. The skill ceiling is just through the roof.
Yeah, I have different armor and stuff that I use for Crucible now, where it's like, okay, I want to be able to do these things now, so I'll switch them all out and then go into control, and then it's like, oh, it's raid time, and then I have to go and switch everything out to raid gear.
Cause I got this exotic sniper called Patience and Time, and it like if you are looking through the scope, it'll cloak you or something. And then like my hunter has an ability, and then also you can like have the radar still when you're in the scope mode, which I just upgraded today. And also my hunter has this ability like where you crouch, you will like eventually cloak temporarily. So it's like you could like stack those to be like cloaked, like to get at least like one's like cloaked snipe shot off, and just try to take someone out. At least in Crucible, like PvE, I'm not sure how that would work. Maybe against a boss. I was trying to use it against the dude today in Mars. It was kind of working, but yeah, still needs testing. So. And my gun's not completely upgraded, but I have enough Ascendant energy because gosh, I haven't used any of it. So that looks like it might be next on the list to get fully upgraded and just destroy stuff. So yeah.
Oh, I just used mine on my machine gun, so now I don't have any.
I guess that's the other thing is like when I first started playing, I was like, dude. I was like scout rifles and fusion rifles, F everything else. But as I played like a ton, it's like, dude, everything has its place because you will need. There are moments when it's like, crap, I need a sniper rifle, or crap, I need a rocket launcher, or crap, I need an LMG, or just like, it's like you need the right tools for the right job, and just you'll know when it's happening to you. It's like, oh, you effing scions, or oh, you effing boss over there that I can't get a shot in at. If I had a sniper rifle right now, because I was running around with the shotgun with my hunter because I was just trying to get kills with it, and like get used to using it because I haven't been using it, and then I was like and I keep having moments when I was like, oh, I don't have this gun, or I don't have this gun, why do I have a shotgun? It just it's weird, but it's awesome because it's like, oh well, now that I know, I just gotta build up my arsenal.
I just keep an element type for all three weapons.
I do that all the time too, just for sure to always need that as well.
Because I ran into one mission where I was like, there was like the solar or something, and I was like, well, I have absolutely no fire weapons, so that kind of ruined that.
For RPG, you're a sun singer. You channel the sun through you.
Yeah, I don't use that class.
Oh,
because it's awful.
Oh, well. Oh, also the other thing I was telling RPG today is I have battle cries now for my supers with all my characters. So
he has battle cries.
Yes. So it's like, dude, it makes it so much fun. At least for me, it's like, I'm sorry if I know my friends, but whatever, I don't care. So deal with it. So it's like for the warlock, that's the Voidwalker. It's like their fireball. It's like Hadouken or Kamehameha. So it's like gotta have like some sort of like fireball, or like Spirit Bomb, or like some sort of like Dragon Ball Z Street Fighter, whatever. It doesn't matter what game it is. Just like it's got to be a fireball like battle cry. And then for the Sunsinger for that super, it's always Jean Grey, X-Men 90s cartoon. I am Phoenix, and just yeah, because you're just on fire, and it's like, oh, I'm Phoenix, yeah. And then for the Titan, the first one is Hulk Smash. And then the other one I'm thinking of is Shields Up, but that's kind of lame, so I'm like, we'll see. And then Hunter.
Titan Punch!
And then, oh yeah, Tropical's always been saying that. Like, because after Tropicals did it, I was like, dude, this is like, there's an opportunity here. There's an opportunity here to like have a battle cry with every character, because, yeah, this needs to happen. And then, Blade Dancer is like stab, 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 or shank, 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 because, yeah. and then Golden Gun, I haven't really thought of one yet, so, when the thought comes to me, I will tell you what it is.
The one I heard in Crucible, someone was saying, Morphin Time, because it looks like... Because that's what it looks like when you pull it out. It's Morphin Time!
Like, oh dear.
Pew, pew, pew!
Although I guess most people do have like battle cries, you just don't always get to hear them, so it's like that could be a thing.
Oh man, yeah, because the mic situation, they said they're going to change it, but... they're gonna like it let you opt in, so I think I'm gonna just leave it as it is because I don't know.
Oh,
That'd be weird. RPG had a total stranger danger moment.
Oh yeah, I got
in the
raped
tower
today, and it was pretty
It was
awkward.
weird.
Because I was like, because Tekken was
Someone's
standing
like-
right there, and he
I
didn't try
was
to
in the
save me.
menu, and then RPG was like, "Hey, Tekken, this guy's doing something to me." And I came out of it, and
Well,
I
by
just
then
see
it
like
was
some
too
guy
late.
run off from his character, and I was like, or he's like doing something, and then like he ran off, and I was like, what? And then yeah, it's weird.
I got violated. I just
Gamer had that happen to him also when he was using his female warlock. It was super weird.
yeah, but
Cameron's
my
just
character's
super weird.
male though. It's not. It didn't make sense, and he was just there. and I was
We were sitting there, and then another character came over, and like the character that was sitting near Gamer got up and was like he was trying to herd the other guys away. Gamer's like, what?
But then it happened again though, because when we went back to the tower, some guy started stalking me, and I was like, "What is happening right now?" And he like, and then I started moving. And then he'll crouch down and like hide behind a corner, and then start like walking slowly behind me while he was crouching. It's like I can still see you. It's like, there's so many creepy people on Destiny. Why me? Why?
Another cool thing I see happen is like every day at like 4 in the morning when like all the daily quest reset is like there'll just be like a congregation of people at the bounty board to like get the quest. It's like, oh cool, so I can take like I keep meaning to like get like a group of like, oh man, everybody's tired, get ready to get their quest for the day, and like haven't done it yet though, but it's pretty cool when that happens.
Yeah, because I actually like exhausted all my quests today, so I only had like Crucible stuff left, and I was like, well, Tekken doesn't do Crucible, so there's no point in me having any of these bounties, so they're just sitting there.
But yeah, you always have the moment when someone walks up in waves, or I'm always like the person that initiates the wave, so I always like wave to people in the wilderness outside the tower, and they always wave back, and it's always like, yay, they waved to me. Or you'll dance after a public event, and it's like, yay, victory.
I point at a lot of people.
Oh, actually, that happened once. I was playing, and someone kept pointing, and I was like, what are they pointing at? And I guess like they would like find a chest, and then like they would point, and I was like, oh, they're finding materials and like pointing it out to people. So that was pretty cool. So I guess I'll start doing that now.
I don't know. I can't trust people anymore. So I won't be doing that. Stranger danger. This is exactly what I was telling you guys about. But no one believes you until it happens to you. I just don't know how to feel anymore. I just don't know how to feel. I tried to talk to the Cryptarch about it, but he wasn't having it. He was like, well then screw you. Screw you. So, there are no therapists, unfortunately. So, I just kind of have to take the stalking and the rape and just live with it. Just live with it. So, yeah. Destiny.
Sounds like a fun time.
Not at all. Not at all.
So, what else you been playing RPG?
I picked up Natural Doctrine yesterday, and that game is, yeah,
Isn't it
yeah.
like tactical RPG, but like a roguelike or something?
No,
Oh,
it is not like that. It's a turn-based strategy game, kind of. And like the way it works is like you have your characters and they can run like anywhere to position
well, when I
themselves
meant tactical,
within
that's what I
a.
meant turn-based, but whatever.
Oh, that then yes, like when you like explore dungeons and stuff, they kind of you can just like within certain number of spaces you can kind of just position them anywhere, and you can like set up formations so you can like increase damage and stuff like that, and all these things. But the problem is because the enemies can do this too, that you inevitably just get like violently murdered, and it's kind of frustrating because it's like this is only the beginning of the game and it's already like this, then that means it's not it's probably going to be like this for the rest of it. So I don't know if it was intentional or not, but yeah, it's pretty not fun because of it. So
It's pretty not fun.
because it's like it's one thing to be like my thing is it's one thing to be hard, but when you're just like hard and not and there's like no way around it, it's kind of just like, well, where's the fun in this? It's not. It's not. Because I mean, the first time. Oh, and apparently, like if like even one character dies, it's automatic game over. So there's no.
What?
So there's no. Yeah, which only goes back to the whole.
So you can't die.
Pretty much. So not only do you have
No
to
dying allowed.
at all, at all. And what's worse is because the way the formation system works is like it works because you have to team up against like one enemy, and then it's called like a link attack or whatever. And based on the formation, it can increase like your critical or your hit rate and stuff like that. But since the enemies can do it too, you can have like 7 enemies ganging up on one person, which means you're pretty much guaranteed to just be a game over after that. And since you're always outnumbered so far, because I only have 4 characters to the 27 of the enemies that are in that each dungeon, it's like, well, this is just not great at all. And some of them use guns, so they don't even have to be next to you when they murder you. So yeah, it is. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about this. I'm just nah. Because I mean, it's one of those things like I like the mechanics, but then it's like it's very unbalanced. So there's no like, oh, if I just do this and use a different strategy, I can win. It's just you have to get lucky and hope you don't die, kind of thing, and that's not fun, especially not in a tactical game. So, because then it just feels cheap, and that is not good. So I don't know, because it's kind of reminding me of like my first few hours with Dark Souls 2 when I was like, it was kind of like frustratingly hard, and it was like, well, that's not good, because I don't know. So maybe once I get past something, it'll be better or not. I don't know, because I've tried to change the difficulty and it doesn't seem to affect anything. So I was just like, it doesn't matter if I play this on lethal or if I play it on easy. It's still the same unforgiving piece of crap. So I don't know. I don't know, but it's okay. By the end of October, I'll have 2 more games, and I can just forget Natural Doctrine exists. And it'll be okay. So, it's
Oh,
totally cool.
speaking of which, it's the first of the month. So that means PlayStation Plus is it, or is it next Tuesday? It updates.
It's next Tuesday,
Ah.
because today was Wednesday. They didn't
Yeah,
do it.
curses. No
Foiled
free games
again.
yet.
I know, but Rainbow Moon's gonna be free, so I'm like, yay! I can finally get that because I almost bought it, but then I was like, I don't know.
Free.
Now it's free, so yay!
And Drive Club for free. Yay!
Yeah, I don't play
I
Rainbow.
was gonna buy that until Season Pass, and I was like, well, that's okay. But I already bought the game. Why can't I get it for free? Yeah, sorry.
They were like, nope, none of that.
This last Season Pass I bought, Batman Arkham Origins, ... You know, that just, you know, every time I get one, it's like, you know, the potential I see, but then it just doesn't happen. So it's like, you know what, I'm over it. I'm over it. Season Passes, go F yourself. Same thing, Evil Within. No, thank you. So yeah.
Oh right, that is supposed to be coming out soon, isn't it?
Yep. There's a lot of games coming out soon because it's the Fall Avalanche. Well, I guess this isn't. Since there's so many
Yay!
delays,
Gone.
there's still a lot of stuff though.
I love avalanches because they hurt. So, yeah. So I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this game. It's like I want to like it, but I can't because I can't play through anything. So I don't know. I don't know. So I guess we'll see how that goes. Maybe I'll try to continue. Maybe I won't. And the thing is too, because you can't like really level grind in the game because once you go through the a dungeon a certain number of times, it closes it because of there aren't enough monsters spawning or something as the notice gives you. So then you can't go back into it. So then you're like stuck going to the higher level places, which you can't get through because they have the mobs of monsters that can murder you at every turn. So it's just I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I blame Dark Souls for this because once it got popular,
I was gonna say, you think there's gonna be like a spike in difficulty in Japanese games after that success
I
of the
think
game?
that's what it is because a lot of people because I see in a lot of interviews people are like, oh, this was inspired by Dark Souls. I was like, oh, here we go. So I think because it got popular, people are like, oh, let's just make our game hard, but they don't understand that there's a balance and that there's difficult, but you get rewarded and you can like change your strategies and get ahead of things. But with stuff like this where you can't, no matter what you do, you pretty much just die. That's not fun hard. That's just stupid hard. And then like, where's the fun in that? So I don't know. Everyone stop trying to be like From Software. You can't. So don't. Gosh, honestly. As a matter of fact, now I'm concerned because from my understanding, Lords of the Fallen was also quote unquote inspired by Dark Souls. So, yeah. Well, I guess we'll see. But yeah, that was a thing. I also, I forgot. I also played like PT, like a while ago, and I just forgot to talk about it. But I never actually like beat it or anything because I just went through like a couple of cycles of it, but then I was like, yeah, I'm bored now. So then I stopped playing because there doesn't really seem to be much going on in that. So yeah.
I'm playing now.
Well, it's like I don't know because it's like you go through and it's like you're walking around in the same hallway over and over again once you keep going through the doors and stuff, and it's like, okay, I guess, and then. Oh, look, this door opened. Now let me creep inside. It's like, oh, some lady closed the door. Great. So now I have to go through the cycle again. And it's like, oh, there's somebody in the hallway. Let me try to talk to them. Nope, lights go out. So then I just have to walk around in the dark. So I'm like, you know what? I don't know what's going on with this thing anymore. So, so after like 4 or 5 cycles of that, I was like, yeah, I'm done. I'm done. This is not fun for me. So, yeah, that happened. Meh. So probably won't be picking up Silent Hills now. So there's that. That makes me sad because I was all excited, but then I was like, this if this is an indication of what I have to look forward to, then no, thank you. So, but yeah, I've also never played any of them before, so maybe the regular games are different and better. So, I don't know. What else have I been playing? Oh, right. I finished up Danganronpa 2, and so now that game's done, and I'm sad because it's over, and now I have nothing to play on my Vita until the end of the month. So, well, I probably do have stuff to play, but it's not new, so I don't want to play it. So I was like, meh. But yeah, it was interesting little. They had an interesting twist at the end, but then there was a twist within the twist, and then another twist within that twist. So it was just like so many twists going on. But then at one point, one of the characters was like, "I can't take any more last minute plot twists. Just stop." And I was like, "I know, right?" So it was like twist after twist at the end there. So that was pretty crazy. But there's also a sequel hook, so might be another game coming out. I don't know because I don't know if Japan had any more released or anything. So I don't know if that's a thing. So, guess we'll find out. Still waiting on the sequel of Virtue's Last Reward, which has not happened, and I guess it's not going to happen. So I'm sad now. I don't know. But that's pretty much it.
Alrighty. Was there anything at TGS that made you be like, ooh, hopefully that comes out in the West?
Oh, I didn't pay much attention to TGS this year.
Maybe then. I heard it was actually pretty better than it's been lately. So, but then I didn't look at it because I was playing Destiny. So I just saw a little blip on my screen. I was like, oh, TGS, but then Destiny. So yeah.
Because I think mostly at TGS it was just mostly like stuff you kind of already expected to happen, like a new Disgaea and stuff like that. It's like, well, you already knew stuff like that was gonna happen, so it's like, I don't know.
But it's always good to get confirmation RPG. Jeez.
I guess.
I mean, was there anything on Deep Down? Because I've been itching for that one for a while. Just saying.
There was a floor demo and everything.
Oh
and stuff.
Man, curses.
Foiled
I
again.
should check that out. Okay, well, I guess that it's.
I think that was also inspired by Dark Souls. So be careful. That's how they get you.
Obviously, I mean, looking at it the first time they showed it, it's like, oh, procedurally
I thought it
generated
wasn't.
dungeons.
I
and
thought it was
dungeon
actually
crawling.
Dark Souls at one point. When they first showed it, and it was like, wait a minute, it's not right.
Oh. So is that it for what we've been playing, everybody?
I think so.
Alrighty.
I think so.
Do you have a question this week, Charticle?
I can't.
I guess not.
It's just bacon and noodle. Oh, okay.
It was just the thing about Destiny. If you liked the raid or not.
That was a very narrow question because I mean,
I remember, like, back in the day on the podcast, we had some sort of discussion about, like, dream games, blah, 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 and then I said something about, like, if you could have a game like Mag. Well, I don't think it was like Mag, but it was, like, I don't know if it was before Borderlands, but it was, like, a co-op game where, like, you're just dudes on the team taking down a lot of dudes, and it's, like, six-player dungeon crawling, first-person style. Pretty close, so... I just want to have something like the raid, but not as intense that I can just do for fun, like a strike or something. And that'll be it. Like that'll be that. Like just if we had 6-player strikes, that'd be awesome. But we'll see what happens. Please make it happen, Bungie. Please make it happen.
they won't.
So yeah, I have no idea what's happening in the news. So don't ask me. Don't look at me.
Yeah, we're still sort of out of it. Destiny really does take over everything. But well, October started today, so new PlayStation Plus games come in for October. Those include Drive Club, the PlayStation Plus edition, of course. The has 11 tracks in India and 10 cars. And then you can buy the full version for $50 if you want to continue from that one. And you get to keep that now if your Plus subscription lapses. So, yay. Dust: An Elysian Tale, originally on the 360, is coming to PS4. That's going to be free.
What is
Splunk.
it? Is it awesome?
It's like a 2D... beat 'em up, sort of? Not really. 2D action platformer? Let's go with that.
You're just making stuff up right now, aren't you?
I know that it's 2D. And that is all. Splunky, already on PS3 and Vita, coming to PS4. Free.
Yay!
Batman Arkham Asylum for PS3. Also, Dungeons and Dragons Chronicles of Mystaria. I don't know what that one is. And then
I'm assuming it's a role-playing game of some sort because it's Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah, something. Well, it says there's drop-in, drop-out 4-player online co-op.
Oh, maybe it's like that one game, Dragon's Crown. There we go. It's on the tip of my tongue.
Maybe. I I don't. Anyway, I don't know. Pix the Cat for Vita, also on PS4.
The hell is that?
It's it's sort of like an old school arcade type game. Its charm is in its visuals, so you have to go find those to see them. And then Rainbow Moon, which is on PS3 as well as Vita.
Yeah.
That is an RPG. And yeah, that's the lineup for October's PlayStation Plus free game lineup is what they call it now. No more instant game collection.
Because it's no more an instant game collection. It's free.
Sometime tonight or tomorrow, or probably by the time you hear this, PlayStation Vita themes are coming with System Software Update 3.30.
Yay.
The only other thing they mentioned that it includes is that the rarity of trophies will be displayable on Vita as well. Originally, it was just on PS4.
Oh. Do we have dynamic themes yet?
I don't think so.
Because that's all I care about.
What else? There's a promo right now until almost the end of October. You spend $100 in the PlayStation Store, you get $15 back. Pretty much anything there. Patch 1.0.2 is out for Destiny. That changes the cryptart's behavior. Basically, if you get a legendary engram, then it will always produce, basically the color of the engram, you'll always get something at that level or above. So no more, ooh, legendary engram, and then you go and it's a knight type 4 rare gauntlet, which I've gotten lots and lots of.
You're welcome.
Also, rares and legendaries will be dropped as potential rewards in Vanguard Tiger Strike playlists, daily heroic missions, and weekly heroic missions.
The hell's the Tiger Strike thingy?
It's the final strike playlist that you open up at level 24.
Yep, the highest one. That is in Nightfall.
Do you have to be like super high level to do it?
No, just
No.
level 20. Actually,
Yeah.
I think you like 20 before level 24. Just like the level for the enemies is level 24 in that playlist.
Yeah, you can do them already.
Well, why haven't I done these?
I don't know, pretty. Why haven't you? Didn't you see the menu?
No.
Also, they've reduced the time limit on Bastion and First Light in Control and Clash from 15 minutes to 12 minutes. For some reason, those were longer because those maps had vehicles, and they decided that's not necessary. And then they also lowered the weighting on those lists, because originally you would see those a lot, and now I guess you'll see them less now. Else, oh, stupid Gamergate thing. Apparently, like they're doing their campaign, so they went out and got Intel to pull their advertising from Gamasutra.
What?
They said, Intel wrote back and said, "Oh yeah, we're sorry. We don't support controversial stuff, so we're gonna pull our ad campaign from
That's
Gamasutra."
messed up.
I was like, "It's not controversial." And yeah, there's a whole plan. You can actually go find it out there because it's just out there. It's like, yeah, these are the sites that we want to bring down. Here are their advertisers. It would be
Wow.
nice and email the advertisers and tell them, hey, this site is writing controversial stuff. You don't want to be associated with them. And so far, like Intel is the only one that I've heard that has actually acted on it.
That's insane.
Yes, that is insane. It's like Intel didn't even read what it was that was controversial, which it wasn't.
Crazy.
Game news has never been so depressing.
back to the thing about the mini RPG. Were you being sarcastic, or did you really mean like you couldn't see the, or you didn't like get the notification for the strike thing, or like didn't notice it was there?
What are you talking about?
When you said the level 24 strike you hadn't seen before, or the
Yeah,
tiger
because I have no idea what that is.
see
So
that that's like the one thing that still nags at me is like the whole.
It doesn't always pop.
It's not like it's a menu system thing. It's just that there are no notifications of like it's not like clearly laid out in front of you when something is like available. Like that's why I couldn't get I like only found out about the subclass after I'd gotten to level 20. Oh.
I think it's mostly just kind of glitchy because the Queen's Wrath thing has been popping up every single time I log in right now.
See, I don't get that every
Really?
time.
And I'm just like, that's weird.
Oh, that is weird.
because it does not tell me that every time I log in.
It only tells
Yeah,
me
like
the first
it
time.
didn't tell me the first day. I only knew about it because I've been following the game. But then after that, like every day, every time I log in, it's like, hey, Queen's Wrath bounties, like new challenges and blah blah
It's
blah.
like,
It's
did you know? Did you know it's there? Did you know what's there?
I'm
It's
like,
like,
thank you.
It's like,
Because yeah, I think the notification thing is just really glitchy right now, and maybe it has to do with being an online only game, and the order in which they do things when the game starts up, and then sometimes it just doesn't load those things, or it's very weird. Because like the high level stuff, or the things that didn't pop for Tekken did pop for me at the right times. So I did get those notifications. And
I got the
sort of
notification.
assumed-
It's just like it doesn't tell you like how to like go here, push X. It's like, oh, you can have your subclasses are now
Okay.
subclasses. And I was like, okay.
Yeah, the subclass thing was weird.
Because the thing's been in the menu like since level 1, so it's like clearly nothing is added to be like or blinking or like shiny to be like,
Yeah.
hey, push X here, hey, Tekken, hey, subclasses, hey, did you know, and like it's just like, okay, well it still looks the same, so obviously I didn't, and then it was like until I saw something and I was like, oh, well I feel stupid, so I mean I got the notification, but the notification didn't say, hey, go here, do this. It was just like. Hey, and then I go, and I'm in the menu, and it's like, it looks exactly the same as it's looked since day 1, so, yeah.
So do you think these are oversights? Like they
Yeah,
just
it's
didn't think of
oversights.
that? Okay.
Unless they intentionally wanted it to be frustrating.
Cryptic. Like
yeah.
everything is cryptic.
yeah.
Because sometimes it's really cool, like in the raid. But sometimes, or even with the, just like finding out about the different levels of strike playlists, I was like, oh, I like how they have it sort of grayed out. It's there, but it's grayed out. And then one day
Yeah.
you log in, it's like, oh, it's in color. It's like, oh, I can go do this thing. It's like, oh, wait, no, I can't. It's too high level. But still, I was like, oh, that's really neat. The discovery part, I think, is pretty cool. And I guess, yeah, you can look at it two ways. It's either it's discovery or it's just, why didn't they tell us these things?
So is there any more news?
Trying to think if like Nintendo or someone else did anything.
Oh, Nintendo. I completely lost track of them.
I mean, like Hyrule Warriors came out, and this weekend
have
the
Smash
Smash
Brothers
Brothers
coming
for
out.
3DS comes out.
Wow.
I cancanceled my pre-order for that, by the way, because I played the
Really?
demo and I played the demo and I was like, no, because I think the controls are weird on the 3DS. So
Oh, really?
yeah.
Yeah, I guess I don't recall from the. Oh, PAX is a really bad place to demo games.
Because all the hype and excitement is there, and it's just like, oh my gosh, this is the best thing ever.
I mean, I guess it's okay if it's in an enclosed area. Like Until Dawn, I still remember, but Smash Brothers was just out on the floor, so I'm surrounded by hundreds, maybe thousands of people trying to play this thing, and I don't really remember it. All I remember is I got a towel. I remember the swag
You're
because I
welcome.
still have that.
They probably, I mean, my thing is like it'll probably play better on the Wii U since you have so many different control options, which I probably would have bought it if I had a Wii U. But since it's on since I only have the 3DS and I played the demo, I was like, I don't like the way this controls. So, not to mention, I think because there was a 3DS version, they had to like cut stuff and everything too. So that kind of took out some of the fighters and stuff too. Because like the ice climbers couldn't be in because they couldn't render them on, or not render them, but not have them work on the 3DS, so they were out completely. And I was like, no, but I
Really?
like the ice climbers. Yeah, because apparently they said it was difficult to have the ice climbers work in multiplayer matches, which I guess is because you would have to have technically
There'd be
5
5
people,
characters.
yeah, instead of the 4. So they just removed them completely, and that's also why the transforming characters are like separate now. So that's why we have Zero Suit Samus and regular Samus, and then like Sheik and Zelda separately, kind of thing, because they're like the
Uh,
3DS can't handle it. So
Wait, so even in the Wii U version, it's like that?
it's the same. Yeah, they
Oh,
these characters exist differently and stuff. I guess they wanted to make sure it didn't seem like, oh, well, we have a better version,
Yeah.
so all the good stuff's in this one.
That's weird though, because like instead of like yeah, it's like weird that they like would gimp the console version in order
yeah.
to make it feature complete on both.
Yeah.
Because it's not like the 3DS. Like the 3DS version has stuff that isn't in the Wii version, though. There are like stages that aren't
Yeah.
in the Wii version, and there's like I think the
That
single
campaign
player
mode,
game
yeah.
mode, yeah, that's different for the two versions.
I guess they just want to make sure the base wasn't like so people don't have like different characters. Because isn't there supposed to be like an interactive way to play with the Wii U and the 3DS or something? So,
Well, they showed like the 3DS can be used as a controller,
oh yeah,
but yeah, I didn't see any. Well, that's sad.
I know. It makes me sad, but it was bound to happen.
Yeah, I guess I can't really think of anything else. Shadow of Mordor is apparently really good. Got really high reviews.
Oh no.
Oh yeah, gamer. I saw gamer playing that, but I didn't ask him about it. So,
Mhm.
but that's weird. Like I watched at least. Well, I didn't watch more than one, but I watched one video review about it, and it was weird because I couldn't really understand what they were trying to convey about why this game is awesome. So I was like, but
Oh.
the score says it's awesome, but I was like watching it, I was like, but why is this game awesome? So,
Well, the thing I saw, and I experienced this at PAX, is that the game makes death matter. And it's in a different way. You know, like games like Demon Souls make it matter because if you die, then you have to go and get your stuff. Otherwise, your stuff is just gone. And if you die while trying to get your stuff, then
It's still
I think
gone.
it's just, yeah, it's just gone. And so, you know, it's sort of a brutal, unforgiving type thing. But in Shadow of Mordor, if you die, you come back to life, and that's part of the fiction. But what happens is whoever
yeah,
killed
your
you,
enemies remember you and like
yeah,
remark about it.
they remember. And then the neat thing that happened to me at the PAX demo was that I got killed by just some random orc, not even like one of the boss characters or anything. He just killed me, and that random orc became a character because of that event. So they got a name, they got a rank, and they went around and killed like other commanders and ranked up themselves. It was just
You
like
created a
Well, that was
monster.
the
Yeah.
other part of the review that looked kind of cool was the whole like making chaos within the orc society of like the ranks and like taking them over or like putting spies and like initiating a takeover of like this is my dude and we're gonna take this.
Oh wait, is that
Yeah.
the Nemesis system?
Yeah,
that
the
people
Nemesis
were talking
system.
about.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
because I didn't know the details of it. Because I just remember, wasn't there like a Nemesis system in something else or something? And I was like, oh, it's the same thing. So I don't know. So many Nemesis everywhere. So
But yeah, it works, and it was really cool. And the person at the PAX demo said that is just like one aspect of the game. It's like, oh, that's very interesting. I thought that was the whole game. You're just moving up this one ladder, but actually, there's more than that. It's like, that's very cool. I am very interested. Not so interested that I bought it, but interested.
And also the combat system because it looks very Arkham-y, but not super
Yep.
cloney of Arkham-y. Like just enough to be like because I saw like numbers going up as you hit dudes and it's like ooh, and then you can
Yeah.
counter and supers and that scratches the itch and it's like yeah, but I can wait for fresh up though. So yeah.
Yep. Basically, that's what it is now. I have to wait for it to at least be $20 off of the current price. So when it reaches around 40, we'll see how I feel about Destiny at that point.
And, and we like know how this works. Just wait until just wait it until Black Friday traffic, and you might get it for 20. Who knows?
Yep. But it's getting really different out there. Like there was a time when the competition was really fierce for gamers' money in the retail space, and now it's just not.
I don't know, Tropical. I saw that thing. Best Buy sent me an email with that gamers, whatever their thing is, with like the 20% off, and I was like, ooh, this.
Yeah, but
I haven't bought
theirs
anything
is
from
like
Best Buy in a long time. This might change my mind.
theirs is it's not as good as it used to be. It used to be, I think the first one was Toys R Us, right, with the buy to get a $60 gift card or something like that. It's like, so buy one get one essentially, and then for a while there was Amazon, the $20 credit.
I know. There
Every
hasn't been a $20 credit in like what seems like ages.
Yeah,
for an
I haven't
Amazon
seen
pre-order game. I remember I got a
Now-
quality with that.
Yeah, it was really good. And then I had the chain of
Oh
credits.
yeah, I remember that. That was ridiculous.
And then, but these days it's
It's all dried up.
it's all gone. Best Buys, I don't think they care in the store anymore. There was a time when they thought, oh yeah, we're gonna be number one in gaming, and now they're just like, there's no one in gaming, and they don't care. My local Best Buy, I've been there for new release day for the past few weeks, and they never have the new releases out.
Oh, that's
They're just
terrible.
not on the shelves. I was like, and sort of, some of them was like Theatrhythm. It's like, hey, do you have Theatrhythm? And they're just like, I don't know what that is. And they go in the bag, like, oh, here it is. Like, do you have Professor Layton's? Like, I don't know what that is. Like, oh, I guess it is back here.
Wow.
This week it was like Shadow of Mordor, which is a big game, right? And I was like, I went and was like, they don't have it.
Wow.
It's like, I'm not even gonna ask. Like, I know they have it in the back. And so yeah, Best Buy is now basically,
Someone needs to
they are-
initiate the Nemesis system on them. That's what that means.
they are paying for their loyalty. So, or they're paying us to go shop there. So if you give them $120, they will give you 20% off of all of your new games. Yeah, that seems like a good deal.
Yeah, it's
but
like compared to GameStop, it's just like it adds up over time. Where like it took me like I think 2 years to get a $50 off on my next purchase thingy. And I was
yeah,
like, dude,
GameStop's
that's such-
if you only buy new games, it's buy $10,000 worth of games and we'll give you $10 off of your next purchase.
I was like, I finally got it, and it's like, oh, it doesn't work on pre-order. I was like, what? I had to wait until that's the whole point of why you even pre-order GameStop, so you can get the pre-order bonus, which you always steal from somebody else, so you can get it, so people buy it here. So it's like, ugh, whatever.
So yeah, it's just them. And then like Target, it's like, well, if you give us $1, we'll give you $5 off of something. And yeah, please pre-order the game. I was like, that's a weird one. And like their promos tend to not even be game related. It's like, oh yeah, if you buy this game and this 12-pack of Pepsi, we'll give you $5 off. Walmart, I don't tend to see a lot of stuff going on there. And yeah, there really isn't anyone else. Like the competition is dried up. Amazon isn't really doing anything anymore.
I wonder what happened. I mean, we're supposed to be bigger than Hollywood, man. What happened?
Yeah.
Because they already have all your money. They don't care anymore.
They're like, we're gonna stop trying. We got them. We got them.
Yeah.
They're loyal to our brand now. Ha ha ha. And
I think it's the,
you're right, because I love me some Amazon. I started buying MP3s and everything from there.
It may be the mobile phone consoles is dead thing. Because like when they were really fiercely competing, that was the time when everyone was thinking, oh, gaming is huge. But as there was more and more data in the mainstream press started focusing on like Angry Birds and stuff like that, and like IPOs. Like, oh, Rovio, I can buy shares in this company. And then maybe, at that point is when the stores realized, oh, we thought it was gaming, but it's actually mobile gaming, so we don't care anymore about
good
gaming.
point. Yeah.
And so all the deals are like, oh, get our mobile phone and we'll buy we'll buy you out of your old contract. And it's like, sad for us. Now we go back to Steam. The land of sales.
Dang, there's something I wanted to say and I completely forgot what it was. Ah, curses. Lost my train of thought. What was it about? Oh well.
This is how they're gonna get us to go digital. And it's not even on purpose. They did it by accident because it just the right circumstances. Retail is like we don't care about deals anymore, and digital. I mean, PlayStation Plus has had really good deals. Xbox Live actually has had really good deals. Steam continues to have really good deals. Like that's the only place you can get the really good deals.
Yeah. Oh man, the flash sales on PSN. It's like, dude, they are Steam level, and it's like,
Yeah.
how did we get here? How did we get here to where PSN was
awesome.
like on the same level as Steam? It's like, and then like, why would I go back? It's like, no, I'm not going back. You can take those reward zone points and those game power up reward points, and and do you know it with them? So yeah.
Shove them up your happy hole.
Maybe RPG, maybe.
A different H spot.
Oh yeah, there was
Yes.
there was something about Destiny I was gonna say was that I think there's more public events happening or occurring as far as like different types of them because for the longest time I had only gotten the Fallen Walker on Cosmodrome, but I actually had it happen on Venus, and I was playing with RPG today, and we had it happen on the moon.
Wow.
So that was cool because I hadn't seen it on the moon before, and RPG said it happened on the moon, but I hadn't seen it on Venus for sure before. Well, this one time, but Gamer was with me, and then like he lost connection, and I didn't know what was going to happen. He's like, "It's happening over here, Tugget," and then like we lost connection, and it's like, "Oh," and then I couldn't find it, so I finally got to see a Fallen Walker in different spots. So now I'm wondering, can it happen on Mars? Ooh, that would be interesting. Well, I guess not because Fallen are on Mars, so never mind. That would happen.
They're invading.
Fallen are invading Mars, unless like the Cabal have some sort of like super fortress type thing mech.
It's really fun how or they could do the tank thing.
Oh yeah, oh dude,
That'd be kind of cool.
that'd be interesting with like a full group of people. But if it's just like you,
Yeah.
like it usually is, or just you and a couple people.
Oh no. But I really like how the Bungie news updates about updates in the game. They're all very entertaining to read because they also, in addition to changing like things like balance and the way that the cryptart decodes things, they write about it in game as if it's in the game fiction. And so the cryptart had something like one of the other people who's standing around in the tower had a talk with him about his trolling, essentially.
Oh yeah, I saw that about like the loot caves and how like the enemy
Yeah, the loot cave was like,
and like went back to wherever.
yeah, they've realized that their invasion is futile. Like, oh, I like that. That's really fun.
Oh, I remember. There wasn't something else I was going to say. It wasn't about the Destiny thing. It was the since Destiny's out, it's like, but now I don't really have to worry about buying games because yeah, like it might just derail the whole one game a month because I'm always playing Destiny. So who knows what's going to happen? Yeah, it's weird. I've just gotten to the point where it's like, if it's a game I'm interested in, yeah. If not, good luck with that one because there's so much signal to noise right now, and Destiny is like so loud.
Wait, so one game a month is at least one game and at most one game?
Yeah.
At the same time? Oh.
No, just
How
one.
does that work?
Tropical, just one game. Like it's always been one game, Tropical. Just
Yeah. Well, then it doesn't derail it, right?
I don't know, man. I don't know, man. I like Drive Club was on the list, and it's like, well, sorry, Drive Club, because damn, Destiny. And then like, yeah, Far Cry and Project Cars in the same month, and I pre-ordered them like separate months. But that just is how that happened. But will I play them? Will I find the time? Can I get pulled away from Destiny? The
really
vortex.
hard.
The vortex. Just sucking me down. I mean, just
Oh
yeah,
my.
just sucking me into a vortex of nonstop awesomeness.
And the thing about Destiny is the longer it's out, the more, the higher level you are, the more stuff you have to do every
Yep.
day
I
and
was
every
thinking
week.
about- oh crap! Dropped my mouth. I was thinking about that
Because
the other day.
before it was just the daily. You know, you'd go find a public event.
That's how the raid almost broke me.
do
I was
the
like,
daily
dude,
strike.
I have to do this how many times? And how much gear do I have to get? And then to get the stuff to craft it, it's just, it gets very, a bit intimidating if you start thinking
Now
about
it's
it.
like, oh, you can do the nightfall basically every week, and you can do the raid every week. So that's two.
I think that's
one of
kind
them
of the
is
cool thing though. Is like once
multi-hour.
you get so high level and you can like do the nightfall easily and not just be like, oh, that was brutal, and just it's like it's kind of cool to see your progression from like
Yeah.
when you're past 20 and then like once you're even past the upper 20s, it's like but then there's still stuff there to be like, oh, it's like I'm still not there. I'm still not awesome. The game just keeps beating me down.
Level 30 raid.
It's like, so, hopefully when the expansion comes out, there'll be some,
No.
thanks for sticking
Some
with us.
light thing.
Here's a boost ticket. We know you need
A sparrow race.
Where are my damn space battles?
See, RPG, I think the thing about the whole space battle thing is, like, within the fiction of the game, is, like, we're on the losing team. So it's like, if we try to fight them in space, we're going to lose because they're the overwhelming force.
Well, that's kind of the point, Tekken. You want to make it look like you're going to lose, but then when you come out on top, it's like, yeah, face! And then they're all like, yeah, we should probably retreat now, even though, you took out,
They
like,
do
this
have
one
really
person.
big ships.
Yeah.
Because, like, we all have our own personal spaceships. How are we not having space battles right now?
I mean, because
How-
even the part when you go to the reef in the story with the ghost, he's like, yeah, everybody that tried to leave, they got here and they all died. And then beyond this, we don't even know what's out there. Because it's as far as we go. So now I'm, like, even super looking forward to, like, what else is out there and, like, the craziness of what Bungie's going to build beyond the reef. I can't wait. But yeah, I'm totally just in love with this game, and it totally is like the new Mass Effect because I'm not going to stop playing. I can already tell.
It has begun.
Mortal Kombat.
So, does anybody else have anything? Does anybody else have anything to add before we wrap it up? No, Tekken! Alright, guy in the corner. Still there.
Where'd he come from?
After all this time.
I thought he died. From lack of nourishment or...
So yeah, check us out on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, anywhere else on the internet and stuff. iTunes, Aimless Podcasts. Anything to say, Tropical RPG before we sign off?
With a
I
twist.
I was gonna say that. Anyway. Nope. To the raids! Or whatever. Strikes.
Oh, actually, I did think of a thing for the hunter. It was like either going to be pew pew pew, which I think is kind of lame, or I'm about to bust a cap, or bust some caps because you get 3 shots. So, yeah, I'm about to bust some caps. But I don't know. That's kind of lame. Gotta be something awesome. RPG, anything to say? Episode 250. Wrap up.
There's too much pressure. There's too much pressure. I know now.
Hello to the Ukraine. I don't know why. It baffles me too.
Hey, they got I'm pretty sure they have video games there too. Maybe.
I guess
don't-
that's probably, maybe.
I mean, we can't help it if we appeal to an international audience. It's a thing. We get lost sometimes anyway. We end up in different countries. So, I don't know. I don't speak any other languages though, so I guess that doesn't matter.
Alright then, so Aimless Babble Z, aimlesspodcast.com. Keep on trucking into the internet. Can you truck into the internet? I don't know. I guess we'll find out. On the next episode of, or until you hear from us again. Yeah, until the next episode of Aimless Babble Z.